more importantly the true shape of the section. This we didn't draw, okay, till now. We have drawn only sectional front view, top view, or sectional top view or front view, something like that. Because the cutting line is parallel to reference line XY. Till now what we have done, okay. But here, if you see this problem, the cutting plane is making some 60 degrees to VP. At this time, whatever the sectional view you are getting, that may not be the true shape. So we need to draw the true shape separately. Okay. However, the procedure is same up to 70%. Okay. Only the last 30%. While drawing the true shape, the procedure little bit changes. Okay. Now let us start this problem. A cone 50 mm diameter, axis 60 mm long, rests with its base on HP. Now in this case, tell me what is the true shape where you will get. Don't confuse the true shape, what I am telling now. This true shape is different, okay. In ordinary projections, for a cone, the circle is the true shape, okay. The true shape of the sectional view is different, okay. Don't get confused. Okay, now a cone when it is resting on base on HP, what is the top view you will find?
Circle.
Yeah, simple questions I'm asking, respond immediately so that we can make up the problem within short time. Okay, so I am drawing one reference line XY. Okay, what is the top view? Circle. I need to draw with a circle. So what is the front view of this? It's a cone, right? What is the front view?
Triangle.
Triangle.
Very good. So divide the circle. Whenever the circle, cylinder, cone, some problems are given, you just divide it into 8 parts conveniently. Extend the projectors. Okay. To get the base on the reference line and front view above the reference line. Base, base must be on the reference line because it is resting its base on HP. Okay, now let me take one more color because axis I am showing you differently. Okay, anyway, you need to draw axis line as per rotations. Okay, so for example, this is the height of the cone given in the problem. Can you read this problem? 60 mm long axis. So the diameter is 50. Now I have taken 60 mm height. Again, I am joining all the apex, all the base points to the apex point. Okay. So simply I will join to the apex of the cone. Outline always dark. Then inside also there are some other generators. Don't forget. Why we have divided circle into 8 parts to get these generators? Okay, because the circle or the base circle doesn't have any sides, edges. So it's a circular one. Okay. So anyway, here also generators are there. Overlapping this axis. Axis is no more visible. Okay. So can you name this object? Cone object A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So if you name the object properly, that will guide you what to do next. Okay. Then B dash, H dash, E dash, G dash. So is a projector passing through F and D. Okay. So along the same projector, you will find E dash and F dash. Lastly, you are having one more projector passing through E. That is going to be E dash. In the axis, some O1, O2, or you can say simply O1 or O. Then the apex point will be O dash. Now, up to this, at least you will get 3 marks. Okay, out of 10 marks. Okay. Now here you see read the problem further. Is cut by a section plane perpendicular to HP and inclined to 60 degrees to VP at a distance 10 mm from the axis. 10 mm from the axis. See here, earlier it is a horizontal sectional plane, but here it is not horizontal now. It is inclined to VP. When a cutting plane inclined to VP, what is its top view? Can you guess? If a cutting plane perpendicular to HP, inclined to VP.
Rectangle.
What is the top view I am asking?
Reduced rectangle.
No. See, once again I am repeating. A sectional plane. For example, you take your mobile phone. Okay. The surface of the mobile phone perpendicular to the keypad. Okay. And inclined 60 degrees with your laptop screen. Then what is the top view of that mobile?
Line.
Line, right? So earlier that line, it is parallel to VP in the previous problems. Okay. Now it is inclined to VP. Now what is the top view now? Is it inclined to XY?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you need to draw one inclined line. While drawing that line, where I have to draw that line? Can I draw like this? I can draw like this, right? Anywhere I can draw 60 degrees, right? But there must be some other condition given in the problem. What is the other condition given in the problem? Can you read this problem? 60 degrees to VP and at a distance of 10 mm from the axis. So that is important. So how to draw 60 degrees line as well as it must 10 mm from away from the axis, right? So for that, one simple procedure is take one circle of diameter, or if you take radius 10, okay, draw the circle like this. You draw one circle from the center. Once again, I will draw. With O as center, radius how much? I am telling 10. It is mentioned in the problem, right? Okay. Are you following what I am telling?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what is the radius of this small circle I have drawn?
10 mm.
10 mm. Okay. Now take your protractor, or if you are having mini drafter, right? There is an angle in the mini drafter. You set an angle 60 degrees with the XY line. 60 degrees with the XY line and draw one line touching this circle like this, tangentially to that small circle. Now this is my, now I am again repeating, this angle you need to set with your drafter. What is this angle?
60.
60. So this angle is 60 degree. Okay. And this is the circle, small circle. What is the diameter or radius?
10.
10. Now tell me, is this cutting line is 10 mm away from the center axis or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason we took this small circle. You need to draw this small circle with 2H pencil. So you know how to draw the cutting line. Okay. Now you need to draw 60 degrees like this. I am not accurate, right? I am not using protractor. I have drawn one approximately some 60 degrees line. Okay. Now after this, what is the procedure? Can you guess? What we supposed to do? We have done already 2-3 problems, right? What is the
So we
next
have
step?
to,
We need
we
to,
have to mark where the line is cutting the plane is cutting the
yes,
cone.
yes, very good. So this cutting line, CL line, this CL line, wherever it is cutting the not only base circle, but also wherever it is cutting the generators. Okay, what are the generators? A dash, AO, BO. Okay, these are the generators in the top view, and in the corresponding front views are A dash, O dash. These are the corresponding front view lines. Now let us start. So first you need to identify. So this cutting line is cutting the base circle in between A and H at this point. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
In between A and H, outer circle is cut by the CL line at this point, first point. Next, go to the next point. Can you guess where it is cutting?
AO.
AO. So AO is cut by the cutting plane at this point. What is the next point?
BO.
Very good. You need to see the C line, CL line, and you see the BO generator. These are the AO, BO, CO, DO, EO. These are nothing but the etc. We will get up to HO, right? These are the generators in the top view. Their corresponding uh, generators in the front view will be H dash, O dash. So in this way, you need to identify. Now, where is the next cutting point you can find?
CO.
Very good. Tell me what is the next important point? Lastly,
CD.
last.
CD.
Very good. In between C and D. That is, you see, CD is not the generator. You need to understand. CD is the base of the circuit. Base circuit. Okay. Are you following? Is there any other cutting points you are finding there in the top view? No.
No.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cutting points we got. Okay. We need to what is the next step? Can you guess?
Projectors.
Draw projectors.
Projectors from these cut points. So let me take one more color to identify separately. Now I am using blue color. From in between A and H, one point is there. First point you project. Where I have to take that projector up to
Yes.
reference line. So base is on the reference line in the front view, right? So I need to stop here. So if you take another point AO, where I have to take this AO point?
Projector.
Up to, I need to extend up to
AO generator.
AO, front view, A dash, O dash. Because this cutting point is corresponding to AO. So in the front view, I need to extend that point up to wherever it is cutting the A dash and O dash. A dash, O dash generator. Okay, I need to stop there. Now, what is the next point? BO. Am I right? So where is the generator BO in the front view? Here only, right? I need to stop this because this is A dash O dash first outer generator, next B dash O dash, H dash and O dash, like that. Okay, you need to see, you need to stop at corresponding front view generators. Now coming to CO and C dash O dash both are in line with each other, right? How to find out? I have explained in the last class, right? There is a procedure. What I need to take? O as center, this cutting point as radius. I need to draw one. I need to draw one circular arc onto close onto next close generator. So I have taken this O as center and the cutting point as radius. I have drawn one circular arc like this. Then I need to draw one projector up to where I need to extend E dash O dash, because I have taken the circular arc onto EO. So E dash O dash is my the ending point. Okay, from there I need to draw horizontal line onto the required generator C dash O dash. So I got this point. Okay, so I am noting down, this is the initially we got this first point here. Next I got this point, second point, third one here, fourth one. This is not the fourth one, this is the point, final point, fourth point. Okay, because we don't find CO projector directly intersecting the C dash O dash. For that reason, we have taken this procedure. Okay, we have taken some circular arc and then extended, because the circular arc we have taken onto EO. So we have extended up to E dash O dash. Then we took the horizontal line to get the required point. Okay. Lastly, we are having one more point, right? Green point here in between C and E. Is this circular arc finding the fourth point? Is it clear, or shall I repeat?
Clear, sir.
Clear. Okay. Now go to the last point in between CD. So I need to extend one projector, right? I need to extend one projector. So where it is coming? Up to the base only, or we need to extend above the base, or above the
Base
reference?
only.
Up to base only, right? So from this green point, simply I will drop one projector. Okay, I will get somewhere on the base. I need to stop here. So if you take one more cutting point here on the reference line, so totally how many points I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how many cutting points in the top view? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now tell me how to join these points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Curves.
How to join? With a straight line or freehand?
Freehand.
Freehand curve. Okay, so something like you will get. Something like you will get. And don't forget to draw one base also. So what to do next? To
Hatching.
hatching 45 degrees lines. So what is this hatching portion we call generally? What is the name we give?
Sectional front view.
Very good. Sectional front view. Can I call it as true shape also? True shape of the sectional view?
Yes, sir.
Wrong.
Some are not in true shape, true length.
This sectional front view, can I call it as true shape of the section?
No, sir.
No, sir, no.
Why? Why?
Because some generators are not having true length.
No, no, no. Not like that. You need to say that this cutting line is not parallel to the reference line. Okay. Earlier problems, if you see, cutting line is something like this, CL, parallel to XY. At that time, the sectional front view itself is true shape of the section. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
here,
sir.
this cutting line is not parallel to XY. It is not parallel to xy, but it is inclined to xy 60 degrees. That's why we need to draw the true shape separately. Okay, that means if you remove this portion, suppose a person is here, right, in the standing here. If you remove this portion in front of you, whatever exact shape you are getting along this cutting line, that is not exactly same as this sectional front view. Okay, little bit having larger area compared to this sectional front view. Okay, that is the true shape we supposed to draw. What is asking in the problem, you can read. Draw the sectional front view and true shape of the section. So sectional front is over. But since the cutting line is not parallel to xy, whatever you are looking in the sectional front view, that may not be the true shape of the the section zone. Okay, that we will draw separately. Then you will understand the difference between true shape of the section and sectional front view. Okay. Now remember this procedure. This is common for any problem. Okay. So with this we will conclude our unit. Okay. This unit will be concluded. Learn this clearly. So for getting the true shape, what we supposed to do is, see, if you go back to the previous topics like line inclined to HP, line inclined to VP, line perpendicular to HP, something like that. For example, I will ask a simple question. If you take your pen, okay, keep parallel to laptop screen. Keep parallel to laptop screen. What is your front view? Is it true shape, true length, or any reduction in the length?
True, true length, sir.
True length. Okay. Suppose you make some angle with your laptop screen. Take your pencil, keep some angle with your laptop screen, but parallel to ground. But parallel to ground or parallel to your keypad. Okay. What is your front view?
Reduced length.
Reduced length.
Very good. It's reduced length. That is the reason here. That is the reason why we are getting the this whatever the sectional front view you are looking here, right? That is the reduced one. That is the reduced one. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
So, so what we need to do is we need to draw the full size or at the sectional at the cutting portion. What is the true shape, actual shape? Okay, that we need to going to draw. Okay. Now similarly, that means when you will get the apparent size or reduced size, if the given plane, if it is not parallel to the plane of projection, then you will get the reduced one. So in order to get the true shape, what we need to do is we will draw perpendicular to the CL line. That means we are looking the object perpendicular to the cutting section, so that we will get the true shape. That is the concept basically. Okay, as long as the object is parallel to any one of the reference planes, we will get at least in one of the reference planes, we will get the true shape. Same logic we will apply here. Just remember the procedure. Immediately after finding the sectional front view, since the CL line is not parallel to XY, the sectional front view is not the true shape, true sectional view. Okay, then we need to draw the true shape. Okay, now for that, remember these steps. We need to draw perpendiculars from these cutting points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green points we are already noted, right? We draw perpendicular lines from those points perpendicular to this cutting line, cutting plane. Okay, like this. So you observe here what I am doing. You draw one perpendicular like this, and one more perpendicular like this, perpendicular like this, third one more perpendicular here. Are you following? These perpendiculars, nothing but this is the angle. These lines are perpendicular to CL cutting line. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, actually this is the cutting zone, right? Here it is the cutting zone. So I need to see the true shape, what is exactly there in the cutting zone. I need to look this particular cutting zone perpendicular to it. My rays are perpendicular like this. Then only I can get the true image. Okay, for that reason I have drawn perpendicular lines from these cutting points. Okay. Now, how to get this particular uh, true shape using these projectors? Okay, that I will tell you. Observe clearly. If you understand the first point, how to generate on the first projector, okay, you will get automatically the remaining things easily. Okay, understand how to get one point on this first line. Okay, now here this cutting point is common in between A and H, right? Are you following? This first cutting point is in between A and H. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you measure the distance between A and H? Once again, I will repeat. This cutting point is here, right? I will use one more color. This is the reference point. This is the first point. Okay. So it is having in the front view. This is A dash. Okay. This is the first point. Can you measure the distance between? 1 minute. So it is coming onto the reference line, right? It is directly on the reference line XY. Okay. So in the corresponding projector, you need to take the same CL line. Okay. So the point itself is the first. The point itself you need to take on the same CL line because this point is on the same XY line. Okay. So there is no distance. So directly take the first point on the same point already we have taken on the CL line. So this is the first point we have generated. You will understand if you go to the second point easily. Okay. Now, where is the second point? Here is the second point AO. Okay. Along the projector, it is cut AO dash somewhere here, right? Now, what you have to take is you need to take the distance. You need to measure the distance. This is the point, right? You need to take the distance, this distance, with your ordinary scale or ordinary compass. You measure this distance. Okay. Suppose this height, let us call some H1. Take this height. This is the second point, right? Above the reference line XY, this is the height H1. Now, coming back to our true shape from the cutting point, okay, from here, exactly you need to take H1 distance. H1 distance on the corresponding projector here. Okay. You just draw one arc here on the corresponding projector. So this gap is H1. Gap is H1. If you understand how to take this H1, automatically remaining points also same procedure. This is the H2, this is the H3, okay? And this last point again is on the reference line. You can take directly on the last point on the same CL line. Now this will be H2 and this is H3. Are you following? Please, if anybody not understood, please let me know. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if H2, you see H2 is greater than H1, right? So the arc will be somewhere here. Next, coming to H3 point, again it is less, somewhere here you are getting, and last point is already on the CL line, because here the fifth point is already on the reference line. So from the CL line there is no gap. So on the same CL line you will get the last point. Okay. And first point and last point are on the same CL line. Other lines are maintaining some distances. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you need to take your HB pencil. Okay. Join all these points with a smooth curve. Okay. With a smooth curve. Like this. Okay. Need to draw a little bit neatly. Okay. Now this is the shape. This is the shape. In between, you need to do hatching. Is it greater than the sectional front view or not? In terms of size, it is a little bit greater. If you draw accurately, this is called the true shape. This is called the true shape. So whatever you are looking sectional front view, that is apparent size or reduced size. So to get actual shape at the cutting zone, we need to look the cutting zone 90 degrees, 90 degrees to that sectional plane. So we will get the true shape, something like that. Okay. So here, what is the logic here is, wherever these points, okay, whatever that points you are getting in the front view, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to note down height H0. First one is H0, next H1, H2, H3, lastly again 0, H0. Okay. So these things you will note down with your compass. Okay. Same things you need to cut on the projectors, perpendiculars drawn. Automatically you will get the required points, join them with a smooth curve, and draw hatching lines, 45 degrees lines. Okay. Here you need not use 45 degrees. You can use some other angle, because here it is already 60 degrees, right? It is already 60 degrees. You may not use 45. You can use some 30 degrees, something like that. Okay. To get the hatching lines. Hatching lines we have to use 2H pencil. And cutting line, I told you, right? Cutting line, you at the ends you need to dark, make it dark to show it as a cutting line. So anything which is constructed lines are there in the problem, you need to use 2H pencil, projectors 2H pencil, reference line 2H pencil. Okay, dimension lines 2H pencil. While noting down the values like 60 degree, radius, these alpha numericals values are there, you can use HB pencil. Okay, outlines of the diagram always HB pencil. Okay, so is there any doubt? Can I explain, or can I go for the next problem?
What else?
You
Anybody
can
has
go.
any question?